All about the all about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With my peeps, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My day ones, my day twos, my new news. I love you. All right, let's get into it. All right, y'all. I'm not even gonna say what I want to say, cause I ain't gonna say it. All right, so what we got here is we have someone, as usual, someone who is infatuated with you, who is fascinated about you, wanting, longing to have access to you. One more chance, one more again. Can I just talk to you one more time? Can I just talk that foolish yang yang one more time? Can I just lie to you one more time? Can I just gaslight you one more time? Can I just, all I want to do is make a fool out of you one more time. One more again. That's all I think about. Day in and day out. The one that got away. The one that I almost didn't count. See, almost didn't count because that person, the collective, got away. The collective pulled up on me and left me looking stupid, dumb, foolish, looking around like where they go. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Could I get you one more time? Can I talk to you one more time? Can I text you one more again? Just, I don't want nothing significant. I don't want nothing significant with you. I don't know why. I don't know why God got me channeling, like this. But this is what it is. See, they want access. See, they can't control the narrative. So only thing they think about, only thing that they can just day in and day out is woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because there is no way in their mind, and there is no way that they're going to be able to do the same mess that they've been doing, that they want to do, or they did do. See, because you learned the truth, you learned the lesson, and you just ain't about that mess again. You just ain't about that. So they are obsessed. See, they obsessed with you because they're fascinated. They're fascinated by the person that you are today. They're fascinated and intrigued by the choices and decisions that you have made, especially the choices and decisions that you have made concerning them. Never in their wildest dream did they that they thought that little old you would be so strong, so resilient, so headstrong in your belief system, what you believe, so headstrong about how you feel about yourself, so confident about who you are and whose you are, so confident about and let's not even talk about driven and ambitious and how hard you work. Let's not even talk about that. They really, really beside themselves when they think about how hard you work, how confident you are, because no matter what they throw, no matter what they project, no matter what they say, no matter how much evil eye they have against you, how many beauty spells they throw at you, it still don't take away that love, that value, and that truth that's in your mind, that truth that's down in your soul, that truth that you walk into, that confidence that you know that's true about you. It's nothing that could be said. It's nothing that could be said. Because that's not going to take away what you feel about you and what you believe about you. And that in itself, take them to another level concerning the admiration that they have for you. Because they don't see that within themselves. They don't fathom. They can't understand where you get it from. They don't understand why do you feel the way you feel about yourself. They see your potential. They see your value. But how did you get there? How did you change from when I knew you to where you are now? What was the process? How did you get there? They wish that they can ask you. They wish that you would show them. They wish that you would just tell them your story on how you got from A to B, moving on to C, D, E, F, G. They want to know those. They want to know. Because see, if they ever was to be able to get access to you again, they'll never let that opportunity pass by to be able to suck up all the knowledge and wisdom and clarity that you have. They let it pass them by because they took you for granted. They took what they thought was you, what that you were about for granted. And you turned out to be so much more than what they could fathom, that they could ever fathom you to be. They messed up. And they'll never get that opportunity again. And so because they know that, because they feel that, and because they know that this particular mess up, this particular mistake, this particular one is going to bite them and has bit them so hard that they can't think about how they're going to be able to recover, to outdo, or to get themselves back on track to be able to match your energy. They can't even say it if you can't. They can't even say if you can't beat them, join them, because they blocked. They couldn't join you if they wanted to. They couldn't pay anybody to join you. That's all dried up. It's right here. See, they have free will to chase you. They have free will to walk after you. They have free will to follow you, follow behind you, run up behind you. But see, at some point, on that same road and on that path, the road is going to be closed, because this path is this path between you and this person is closed. It ended. So where you going and where you at and where you headed, they can't come with you. The road is closed. The path is severed. It's you down this way, and it's a line. It's a line separating your part of the road, and they on the other part. They on the other half of the road, but it's a split, and they can't cross to get over to your side. The path is ended. They can't get to you. They can't talk to you. There is no access. This is a done deal. This is it. This is over. They're so infatuated. But the better word is fascinated. Because they can't even get a book. They can't get a book. They can't tap into nobody else to tell them how you did it. Only you can tell them how you did it. They interested in knowing how you did it. How did in the world did you get to where you are right now? Who are you? You definitely not the person that I knew back then in the past. You somebody totally different, talking different, same kind of language, same kind of lingo, voice the same, but the words that come out of your mouth, the knowledge that come out of your mouth, the wisdom that come out of your mouth, where, oh where was this wisdom when I was in your life? Is what they saying. But even then you had wisdom, but they wouldn't listen to you. They didn't hold what you were saying. They didn't value anything that you were saying. They threw you off to not know what you was talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. They aim and their game was to overtalk you, make a fool out of you, hurt you, to twist the narrative for you to run and chase and always run and chase after them. But you changed the narrative. When you made the decision you didn't want them. When you made the decision that what they talking about, you're not interested. You desire something more. You desire something of value and substance for you. And what they got, what they talking about ain't it. When you did that, When you made that up in your mind and you made that your choice, you changed the dynamics and the narrative of the connection between you and this person. And immediately when you did that, it changed the narrative and they started wanting you. They started chasing you. They started obsessing over you. They started looking at you. They started listening to you then. But now at that point, you're not interested. You're allowing them to do and be whatever they want to be and go after whoever they want to go after. Your time of chasing and trying to prove to them and try to tell them and talk to them, that was over with. That's over with. This could be an earth sign. A knight. Slow and steady. Slow and steady trying to figure you out. But this person is a knight. Who I'm talking to, the collective, they in queen and king status. Empress status. And this knight is only able to accumulate a pinnacle. It's a larger pinnacle than the page of pinnacle. But it ain't no king, queen, emperor, and empress status. This person got a lot to learn. A lot of lessons that need to be learned. Still trying to bind, control, and manipulate somebody in night energy. Full of anxiety, fear, and anxiety. Because they in night energy. But they desire to conquer somebody in king, queen, emperor, and empress status. Full of anxiety and fear of what that would be like, what that means for them. What would that acquire for them to be able to meet, be able to talk to, be able to get the attention of king, queen, emperor, empress status, to get someone's attention in that status when you are a knight. Not trying to learn, not trying to better yourself, not trying to do what is required to obtain that king, queen status first before you can even think about mastering the emperor or the empress status. But this person sees where you are, want your attention, want to have access to you, but you are out of their league. That's where this obsession is coming from. They're fascinated because you are where you are. However, they're obsessed with how could they get to where you are before you find someone that is equal or match your energy, if you have not already found someone. If you are entertaining finding someone. They are obsessed, driving themselves crazy because they're nowhere near where you have obtained. And you're free to entertain people who match your energy. You free to date. You free to get a ring on it. You free to if you free to do whatever you big and bad enough to do. That's your business. But this person messed up. They stuck at woulda, coulda, shoulda. They stuck at I didn't learn the lesson. They stuck running after you, chasing after you, and you way down there long, you miles and miles and miles down the road, knowing that the road that you traveled on, at some point you have drawn a boundary, a barrier that cannot be crossed, that separated you from this person. And that is why the road is ended. That's why the road will close. They only gonna be able to go so far. They've already went as far as they can go, and the road is closed. And you know that. Collective, you know that. But this person can't let it go. They can't let it go. Not only are they knight status, but you are much higher, you're much higher, you have more wisdom and clarity, you healed, not perfect. Everybody got something. Everybody got something they got to heal. Continue. Healing is a continual thing. So let's not get it twisted. But I'm telling you how this person is thinking and why they are acting the way they're acting. They know they are far off compared to you. But the problem and the issue is they can't get to where you are spiritually. Scared somebody, you gonna meet somebody, you gonna see somebody, or you already with somebody, or you getting ready to see somebody and meet somebody that's gonna match you. And they can't get to you fast enough. They can't heal fast enough. They can't learn fast enough. They can't do anything fast enough before somebody come and meet you where you are. But it never was supposed to be. When they made the decision way back when, after that, it was never supposed to be. What they supposed to do is worry about them, learn the lessons, heal, and then be able to move on with their life. Not worried about you and who gonna match you and what your life is getting ready to be. Your life and their life is two different things on two different levels, two different spheres, two different timelines. You don't want what he want. You don't want what she want. You don't think like she think. You don't think like he think. You got your own thing going on. And you want this person to have their own thing going on. And if that's not what you want, you need to continue to do what you need to do. And if it's meant for you and this person to be together, then it will be. However, what I'm seeing right here, you are too far. You have learned too much. You are on a different path than this person. If you waiting on this person, you're going to become stuck waiting on this person. They played too long. They denied too long. They was too content and complacent. Instead of that they sat in that too long. So for those of you think you waiting on this person, you're really not waiting on this person. God got something better for you. Because this person here may never make the decision to do right. And that's because they doing it for, in their mindset, they're doing it for the wrong reason. They're supposed to be doing it for themselves. Not doing it to try to be with you or to try to match you. You out the game. This is about them finding out their worth, finding out their soul and salvation, and their value, about who they are and how worthy they are. Not worried about you. So right there in itself, them worried about you right there, it's all wrong. It's on the whole, that's the whole wrong path, wrong healing, wrong thinking, wrong mindset. You can't heal something thinking about somebody else. You heal because you ready to see the truth about you, the truth about who you are, the truth about you, to the point that you're ready to take accountability for your choices and decisions, not blaming somebody else, but looking at you and the choices that you made that placed you in the predicament you in. When you could do that, then you're ready to heal. But this person ain't doing that. They only thinking about you. How can I get the collective back? How do they do it? How can I get them to tell me to do it? How to do it? How can I'm never going to be able to do it without collective. I'm not going to be able to understand how to do it. I got to get them to tell me how to do it, and then I'll be able to do it. No. No, 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 no. Collective is not your God. Collective showed you the way that there's collective showed you that there is value in learning about you, loving you through God himself, source, the God in you. Not trying to get the God from somebody else. No. See God for yourself. Nurture the relationship within yourself. Love yourself to find the God in you. However, that's what we got here today. And I'm going to leave it right there because I called myself, that's what I didn't want to say because I didn't want to jinx it. As I wanted this to be a short read. It's shorter than 45 and 50 minutes. It's 28 minutes. So, all right. That's doable. So, with that being said, if this was your message, if you got it, if you received it, if you got anything out of it, put in the comments. They can chase all they want. The road has ended. Something like that. They can chase all they want. The road is closed. They could chase all they want. My road is closed. They can chase all they want. My road is closed. Right? If you watched it all the way through, let me know you watched it all through. Woohoo! And then you like, share, subscribe. Hype it up. It's not going to be hype. You're not going to be able to see the hype if it's after a week. If it's been after a week. You only can hype when it first comes out and you see it. So if you don't see the hype, don't worry about it. You can just put hype it up in the comments. That's okay. If you didn't actually get the hype, put hype it up that you wanted to hype it. If it's after a week. All right, so with that being said, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is out.